When you take down a guy like that, that has to leave a certain playbook for the next person that possibly decides to be like that. Here's the process. We first do this, then we do this, then we do this. There's a system behind it, right? Like right now we have El Chapo. You're dealing with Joaquin El Chapo. I think it's Guzman is his last name.
Guzman. Yeah.
So when you're going through does that leave a playbook? And if it is, what is step number 1, 2, 3? Do you have a protocol for it?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking from an outside of myself, if I'm an innocent, if I'm a guy that I wasn't in your world, step number 1, study everybody that he's close to him. Step number 2, who's his number 1 customer? Step number 3, who's his number 1 ally? Step number 4, is that the approach? Is it that methodical or not really?
You know what? You hit it right on the head. You just don't go after, all right, I'm going to go after Pablo Escobar. You target the money launderers, you target the guys who are buying the airplanes, you target the guys who are working the labs. In the United States, there's distribution heads all over the place that receive it. So it's a joint effort. You just don't say, I'm going after Chapo, I'm going after Pablo Escobar. You got to go after everybody that's involved in the organization for it to finally work. And I think a great example was at the end of the Medellin Cartel. Pretty much everybody was taken off, everybody was killed. There's hundreds, thousands of people that went to jail that were working for Pablo Escobar. So it was a different concept.
You know, one of the things too, just to clarify a point, but also to give credit where credit's due, Javier and I get all the credit for Pablo Escobar. It wasn't just us. I mean, DEA just didn't take 2 guys and say, that's your case, go work on it. We had agents, analysts, support personnel all around the world, and that's one of the beauties of DEA having this huge footprint around the world.
How big was it at that time, Steve? How big was the DEA?
Agent-wise, there was only 3,500 agents back at that time.
Where is it right now, comparable?
It's supposed to be at 5,000, but I think they've got classes ongoing now trying to get to the level back up.
Yeah,
but
mid 5,000, pretty much what I've heard though. And you know what? We had the best analysts in the world. I mean, I remember they used to give us packages. Hey, here's this guy, here are the associates. The analysts.
From the States?
Yeah,
it's coming from the States to you?
Target packages.
Yeah.
And how does it make it
packages.
to you? Like, how are they communicating that to you? Was it a...
We had people assigned in Bogota. And then from headquarters, they would send it over, you know, I mean, obviously electronically secure methods.